guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shay, and I'm here to do a product review and a demo on a product that I actually discovered about 1.5 years ago, but I did not purchase until about 6 months ago, and I have been actively using for the past 3 months. It is a product that has been both absolutely necessary and life-altering for myself and for my son, and it is called the Children's Harness by Elaine. And I'm just going to get this out of the way in the beginning. I know that there is a lot of controversy surrounding these types of products used for children, and all I can say is if you do not personally have a child who has autism, then really your opinion, your negative opinion of these kinds of systems and these kind of things that parents are using to keep their children safe, they really hold no ground. And unless you're in this situation with a child with autism who wanders, I'm going to be honest with you, as a parent of a child with autism, I really don't care what your opinion is. I honestly don't even mind these sort of systems being used for parents of children who are neurotypical. I think, honestly, the bottom line is if it keeps your child safe, who cares what people think of you? Who cares if people are staring? Because they're not in your situation. Your child might have ADHD. He might be extremely hyperactive. He might be prone to seizures. They don't know what's going on beyond the surface. And I know a lot of people look at my son. If you just look at a picture of my son, you're not going to be able to tell if there's anything wrong with him, because you know what? There isn't anything wrong with him. It is a neurotypical disorder that just affects the way he thinks. And the last time I checked the statistics, I'm pretty sure that like 60 to 70% of all children with autism also wander. And actually, Josh did not start wandering until last year, so 2014. If you are new to my channel, I have a 6-year-old son named Joshua. He was diagnosed with autism in 2011, and it wasn't until last year in 2014 when he really started to do the wandering thing. If you don't know what wandering is, it's basically children who have no fear of just going off away from you, and it's a really, really scary thing. And I know a lot of parents of neurotypical kids have also experienced this. They're almost in like a sleepwalking kind of mindset. I mean, they will just start walking away like it's nobody's business. And my son personally scares the absolute living shit out of me, but he is so trusting of everybody that we meet. He'll go up to him and say, you know, hi, how are you? My name's Joshua. And he'll just start talking to him in his own little way, and it terrifies the crap out of me. Like, what if my back was turned and he talked to somebody and that he didn't know and they just snatched him and that's it? So this is where this harness system comes in. I looked and looked and looked for a long time, honestly, about 1.5 years. I started looking for a harness system. This was the best by far. This is specifically for special needs children and adults. And they have some for smaller kids, toddlers, but I actually got this one. I have is the child to adult harness. So basically, it'll take the children all the way through adolescence, through their teenage years, and if they need it, through adulthood. It's adjustable. This is what it looks like as the front. And here's the back, and I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning it was a little bit kind of confusing and daunting, and even now that I've been using it for several months, I still get confused on how to put it together. But it is the Child's Harness by Elaine. It is a company based out of Canada, and the website is childharnesses.ca, and the Facebook is just Children's Harnesses, and they also have a YouTube channel, Child Harnesses CA. I'll put all this information down below. I have been using this system with Josh for probably about 3 months now. It has just absolutely changed the way we go out. So if you are new to my channel, I am a single mother. My son Joshua obviously has autism. I'm also a full-time caregiver to my mother who has ALS. I basically take care of both of them 24/7 by myself, and sometimes when I take both of them out, like if someone has a doctor's appointment, we all have to go. It is really, really hard to be able to do something for my mom and also be able to hold on to Josh's hand, because sometimes my mom is on a ventilator, and if something pops out, tubing, I have to use 2 hands, and then, you know, it only takes a second for me to turn away and then he's in the street, or he's all the way down the driveway, or he's over here. So this was just absolutely critical to just his safety and to my sanity, let's be honest. So like I said, this is the Child's Harnesses by Elaine. So the standard harness just comes with the harness like this, and when you order, you pretty much have to put in every single specification. You get to choose the color. I chose black because I think black is just easier. It's neutral. It goes with everything. You have to measure your child, your teenager, or yourself. You're an adult who has autism every single way in order to get this. These are like custom made. So you have to pretty much measure like from your armpit down to your waist, from your waist to your hips, around the stomach, around the chest. You need to have all of these measurements put in so they can create a custom harness for you. And I have noticed that they definitely give you a lot of slack. Measurements you put in are going to be kind of like the base measurements. They're actually going to give you a little bit of slack in the beginning, and then they're going to give you like a ton of adjustments. So you can adjust this. So this right now, actually, Josh, I put in his exact measurements, and it still is a little bit loose on him, but it's loose in the parts that really don't matter, like here in the back. So it doesn't really matter if it's loose here, as long as it's really good fitting around the chest. The chest is really the most important, and it's very comfortable. He has never had any issues with it. He does kind of pick at it a little bit, just because I think all kids will pick at something like that that's around their chest. But if you do order one, this is what it comes with. It comes with the harness. It also comes with a 5-foot lead. It's called a lead, L-E-A-D. It's a lead, not a leash, because these are children, these are human beings, these are not animals. So it comes with a little typical clasp end here. This is 5 feet. And then it comes with a little loop here. You can put it around your wrist, like if you're walking with him. I personally don't really like using it around my wrist, because I feel like, especially if I'm out with my mom and my whole family, I kind of need both arms to be available for doing stuff. So thankfully they had something just for people like me who did not want to kind of keep it around their arm. So I wanted to have my hands separate so that I can kind of do things. So basically this here is called a parent tether. So just like the harness, I had to measure around my waist, and it gives you a ton of slack. So basically this goes around the parent's waist. It has the same little label, Child Harnesses by Elaine, and it comes with a little slip here, and this is where the ring goes around. So basically you put this, I'm gonna do it high so you guys can see. Obviously this goes like around your waist, but just, you know, for demonstration purposes, imagine this is around my waist. And it is the little ring, and it also comes with the same type of thing as the lead, but instead it has both of the little clasps. So basically you clasp one end to yourself, and then the other end goes on the back of the harness like this. So you can pretty much be, this is for like times when I know that we need to be in close quarters, close proximity to each other. But also, I will say that this little thing, right, this little ring right here is actually a little bit on the heavy side. So what I have been doing is I've actually been taking this ring off. If I do want to use this, I will just kind of clip it onto the actual part of the tether. This is called the parent's tether myself. See, it'll kind of just clip on there myself, or honestly, if you want kind of like a little hack, I realized, if you're like someone like me who wears a lot of like denim shorts and stuff like that, basically any kind of shorts that have belt loops, I will just connect one of these to my belt loop and connect the other side to Josh. It's a lot easier like that, but this parent tether will obviously come in handy if I'm wearing like a dress or a skirt or shorts with an elastic waist that do not have a belt loop. But if you have a belt loop, honestly, this is a lot more comfortable, and it's a lot easier. You don't have to worry about carrying all these pieces out there separately together. But it's nice that it does come with the tether, and it comes with a little ring. You can honestly use this ring for anything. I honestly just got pink for my lead so that I wouldn't confuse them with his stuff. You can put the string around the lead. You can pretty much do a lot of like things like mixing and matching with these things, which is really great. So the original lead that comes with the harness is 5 foot, and I'm going to tell you the prices of everything. So the actual harness set with the 5-foot lead is $90, and then I actually got a spare lead, and you can specify however long you want this to be. It could be 10 feet, it could be 20 feet, it could be 50 feet. Pretty sure the price of this might depend on how, because if you want like 100 foot, it's going to be a lot more than like a 10-foot lead. I actually got 15 feet. I measured it. It was pretty much from the end, one side of my living room to the other. So I figured it's for like places if we're going to like the fair or the zoo, and when he wants to kind of walk ahead, he doesn't need to be right next to me. I can still see him. We're in an open environment, stuff like that. I actually haven't even taken this one out yet. This is a 15-foot lead. The extra lead, 15 foot, was $21. The hands-free parent tether that I showed you, the pink thing, is $30, and because this is shipping from Canada and I live in the United States, it was actually 2-day priority shipping with tracking was $20. So for everything that I just showed you here was $161, which, you know what, is expensive, yes, but this is a child to adult harness, like I said. So basically, if Josh does need this all throughout his adolescence and teenage years into his adulthood, this harness, this one harness, is still gonna fit him. I'm not gonna have to buy a new harness. So honestly, to think that he could be wearing this for 20 years for $161 is a very, very good investment. And it is just really just given me so much more security, and just knowing that when we're out, he is safe and he's right next to me. And honestly, I can even just let him walk ahead a little bit or walk behind a little bit. I don't have to be holding his hand constantly, which usually I am. But it feels like he can almost have a little bit more freedom too. Even though he's tethered to me, he still feels like he has a little bit more freedom to walk ahead, knowing that if, you know, we need to turn a corner, I can just kind of, you know, tug him in the right direction or just tell him to move to the side. He really has a lot more freedom. He honestly does not even mind this. He loves this thing. He loves the fact that he can walk ahead or walk behind or walk a little to the side, and I'm not like tugging him with my arm. So this is what it looks like again, and I'm gonna actually show you how to put this on. I'm gonna bring Josh in here and show you how we put this on so you can see that it actually isn't as complicated as it looks. So I'm gonna grab Josh and I'm gonna show you how you put this thing on. Hey guys, so I'm back with Josh. If you're new to my channel, this is my baby. And if you've been following me from the beginning, hey guys. So are we gonna show everybody how we wear a harness when we go out?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so like I said, I've had this for a couple of months and I still get kind of confused. So my best advice would be that when you first take it off.
And the gray distance.
Exactly. And when you first take it off, snap it back into place so you always kind of know how it goes. So come on, we're going to show everybody how to put your harness on. Okay. So there has a little tag on it. This goes in the front, and the tag is always going to be on the bottom of the harness that goes around like the middle of the stomach area. Come back, come back, come back.
What?
He keeps running away, and this is what I'm saying when I say wanderer. Come on. So basically, I'm going to show you guys the back.
Tag?
Yeah, I'm going to show you guys the back. This is what the back looks like, and what you do is okay, but let me show them what they do. So there are going to be two snaps. This is going to be the top one, and this is going to be the bottom one. Here, you want to go sit right here while I'm explaining this?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to take both of these off, and they have to go through two little holes here, and it's really, really hard to explain. That's what I'm trying to show. You have to go all the way through here like that, so it's kind of opened, and then the bottom one is the same. It goes through, but there's only one little situation to go through. So now you've kind of got it opened like that. Come on, let's show. No, come on. He's trying to get his tablet. You can go tabletless for 1 second. Here, let me show you the back. Let me show you.
Is that the back?
This is the front, this is the back. Yeah. Can you raise your arms up? Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of, I hope I'm not blocking the entire thing. You're gonna get, you can, keep your arms all the way up. You're gonna kind of put this over their head so that these two things go over the shoulders. So you can see that, like that. Okay, you can put your arms down. So these are the shoulder loops right here. And now what you have to do is, first you gotta get this mountain of hair out the way. I usually always have to put his hair up when we're doing this because it just gets tangled in the strands. Put his hair up for a second, and then I'm going to take these little guys that I unhooked in the beginning, and what you're going to do is, this is the top one here. You have to put it through both of these little loops, if you can see that. Yeah, make sure that nothing is kind of tangled, because then it'll be a pain in the butt if it's tangled. And you put these little guys through. And he's just making sounds to make sounds.
Listen, come here.
Yeah, I know.
You're my mother.
I'm your mother, huh?
Yep.
Yep, and then you kind of snap right there. Snap, 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 and then you take the bottom ones here. And the bottom ones only have to go through this one here. You can see that, and then you just snap. And yeah, as you can see, like I said, this one here, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like from the back. That's what it looks like snapped up. And then this little ring here is what you attach the lead to. Here, I'll take your hair down. And then here's the front. Let me show you how it's supposed to be in the front. I'm sorry if the camera's crooked, guys. This is the only way I can get this angle. Move back a little bit. There you go. And this is what it looks like. See, these are the shoulders. This is the first strap, the bottom strap that I said with the tag. Like I said, it's a little bit loose, but it's on. I mean, there's no way this is gonna come off of him. And you can adjust. I've adjusted the straps multiple times. You can adjust them back. This is what it's gonna look like. And then I'm gonna show you, basically, you just take the lead.
The lead?
The lead, yeah. Follow the lead. You're gonna take the lead, and you're gonna attach it, if I can get this off.
Then
you're gonna take the little end of the lead. Let me show you. Let me show everybody.
Then I'll walk.
Yeah. And then you're just gonna attach it. You can attach it really anywhere. Attach it to this little ring here. That's why I put his hair up. And as you can see,
bang!
That's it. And then you can walk. See, he can walk anywhere he wants. And he'll be good and secure.
Get ready to walk.
Yep. And he's gonna walk and show you. He knows that when we put this on, it's time to go somewhere. It's time to go bye-bye. Go on. And the good thing about these is they're not really bulky at all.
It's time to go bye-bye.
Yeah, well, not now because it's like 9 o'clock at night. But, you know, the good thing about these, as you can see, it is very not bulky at all. I mean, it's pretty, like, flush to the skin. You can actually put these on before you get in the car. And you can still put your car seat straps on. I have found no problem with it. If you want to be 1000% safe, just do it when you get to wherever you're going. But, I mean, there really is no bulk. The biggest bulk you're going to find is right here in this ring in the back. And it's pretty much flush to his back. So you can put this on like before you leave the house and then just put him in the car seat, especially if you have like a belted seat. But we have a 5-port harness system, and I have found that this provides no additional bulk when putting him in the car seat. So I'm going to show you now how you take it off. First thing is, if you have a child who has long hair, gotta get it out of the way because it will get stuck. Just if you know how if your kid's hair gets stuck in a car seat and like a 5-point harness system, it's gonna get stuck in this. So you take the hair out the way and you're gonna first start with the bottom one down here, and you're gonna pull it through this little loop-de-loop as best that you can.
Do enough, Sam.
Like that until they're both like that. And then you're going to unhook this one here and pull both sides through the little loop-de-loop. And then go ahead and raise your arms. And you're going to take this guy and it goes all the way over your head. And that's it. And like I said, my best advice would be as soon as you take it off, put it exactly back through how it is so that you will never forget how it goes. So I'm just going to show you right here. It goes through this little loop-de-loop. This is the bottom one. And then it's way easier for me to remember how it goes and where exactly the straps go if I just put it right back together as soon as I take it off of him. So I'm going to do that right here. And I know this camera angle is super weird, but this is the only way I can show exactly what I'm doing. So just put it right back through the little loops as soon as you take it off so you never forget how it goes. And then you can even just hang it up like on a hanger too, so it'll always stay exactly the way it goes. And yes, I'm wearing pajama shorts. Do not judge me. I'm gonna raise the camera back up now. Okay, so I have it back in its original position, and there you go. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about this thing. If you have any additional questions about this, let me know. I'm gonna have all the info of all the website and the Facebook and the YouTube page for this company down in the description box. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it or not. See, it's Childharness by Elaine. I have the website there. I'll put all the rest of the info in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions about this particular harness system, leave them in the comments down below. And yes, I definitely feel this is a very, very good investment for your child, especially if your child has autism and wanders. This has been a huge, huge thing in our lives. And I've really just, it's so nice to know that you have this one thing under control, because there's so many things that are out of our control, like my hair that is just moving in the back thanks to this little monster right here. So just thank you so much for watching. And oh, my hair, let go, let go, let go. Oh, he's brushing my hair, that's why it was hurting. Yeah. Anyway, so let me know down below if you guys have any questions about this system. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You want to say bye-bye, everybody?
Bye-bye, everybody. See you later.